Hey guys, how you going? I hope you're all doing well and welcome to day 27 of the 30-day health Kickstart. In today's video we have a short full body mobility routine for you to follow. Now mobility is the ability to put a joint through the full range of motion with control and strength, whereas flexibility is more concerned with just getting to that end range of motion and seeing how far you can push it to that point. Working on mobility helps improve performance, it helps reduce the risk of injuries and helps you just move better in general. So again, remember to focus on strength and control throughout the entire movement and putting that joint through the entire range of motion. Alright, so we're going to start really nice and simple. You're just going to sit cross-legged on the floor. If this is uncomfortable, you can put a yoga block or something underneath your bum to lift yourself up a little bit. If you're happy here, you're just going to sit with a nice straight spine, head comes up, and we're just going to do some crosses with our head. So we're going to start with our chin coming down towards our left shoulder. Then we're going to bring our head up towards the ceiling, cross over to our right shoulder, and then up towards the ceiling again. And we're just going to do 4 of these crosses. Don't forget to control the movement. Nice and strong. 2 more. Last one. And now we're just going to take that into some neck circles. So we're going to bring our chin down towards the chest, peel up towards the ceiling, head comes back and around, nice and controlled. Keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. We're going to do 4 in each direction. So that's 3. And try and make it bigger each time. 4, and then switch direction. 1, 2, 3, last one, and 4, nice. Just bring your head up to neutral, just roll out those shoulders in whatever way feels good for you, so forwards and backwards. And we're going to move into some wrist mobility. So for that, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. So we're going to place our hands directly beneath our shoulders on the floor. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. And from here, you're just going to start to track your shoulders over your fingertips to wherever is comfortable for you. Now try to push down on your hands equally throughout your fingertips, your knuckles, the pits of your hands, and the heels of your hands as well. Nice and strong. Then you're going to come back and then go forwards again. So we're going to do some little rocks. Think about bringing the pits of your elbows forwards, so the belly of your bicep will be pointing forwards. So wrap that around and then come forwards. Keep pushing into the ground. So we're going to do 2 more. Last one. Nice work. Now we're going to take the tops of our hands and place them down on the floor. Now if you've not done this before, try not to put too much weight into your wrists, but if you're comfortable with this, you can put all your body weight into it. And then we're going to simply start to lean back. Just go to wherever is comfortable for you, thinking about controlling the movement nice and strong. You should feel a really big stretch in your forearms as well. Come forwards and then back again. Nice and controlled. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more, forwards and back. And last one. Fantastic. Okay, slowly bring your hands up. You can pad your hands on the floor a second just to stretch them out, whatever feels good. Because that one is quite intense. And then just going to sit back onto your heels and we're going to take our hands together like this. So I want you to focus on having the base of your hands stick together. So imagine they're all tied or glued together. And all we're going to simply do is roll our wrists down and around, but always trying to keep them touching at the base. So rolling them forwards. You can take this as slow as you need to. Focus on keeping that control there. And then switch the direction and have them come backwards. Nice work. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. And you can start to extend your hands out a little bit more in front of you if you have the ability to. Switch directions again to the front. And to the back. Nice. Alright, beautiful. That's wrists done. So we're going to work into a little bit of shoulder now. And I'm going to start with coming sideways on the mat. Just going to be on your knees. I'm just going to come forwards and place elbows on the floor. You can put your hands on the back of your head and you're just going to sink your chest down to wherever is comfortable for you. So think about stabilising that shoulder joint, keeping that nice and strong, but your chest can just sink down to the ground. Nice work. And now we're going to take it a little bit further if that's comfortable for you. And we're going to go into a puppy pose. So you're going to start in the same position, but this time your hands are going to come out in front of you. And you're going to sink your chest as far towards the ground as you possibly can, but keeping your eyes facing forward. You slowly walk your hands back in. And take one round of cat-cow. So you're going to bring your chest forward, head comes up. Sink your belly and your chest a little bit further down towards the ground. And then round your back, push the ground away. And then we're going to come into that puppy pose again. So sink down. Chest comes down towards the ground. See if you can just get a little bit deeper into that. Nice work. Okay, you need to shake it out, and then we're going to head to lay flat on the floor. So chest down onto the floor, and we're going to stretch our hands out towards the side, and I want you to bring them out straight, so your hands are in line with your shoulders. Move a little bit. Hands are in line with your shoulders, and you're going to create some tension. So you do want to slightly lift your chest off the floor, and then you can have your head laying on the floor if you want, that's totally fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bend our left knee, point that toe, and we're going to, keeping your hands nice and strong, twist over to try and bring that foot as close as you can to your right hand. And then control the movement, come back, and then we're going to switch sides. So you're going to bring your right knee and bend that, twist over, and then come towards the left. Now you might find that one side is much easier or you can get a lot further. This is completely normal. This is due to usually imbalances, and this is something that you can work on when you're doing your training, doing some unilateral training. But very, very normal as well. Switch sides, so we're going over to the left. Good. One more time on each side. Nice work. Okay, we're just going to jump into a really simple child's pose. So knees come out to the side, you're going to sit back onto your heels. If you can bring your chest down to the ground, that's great. If not, you can just stack your hands and leave your head here. And then what we're going to do is walk our hands over to the left, and you should start to feel some nice stretching and separation here. And then walk your hands over to the right. And over to the left again. And over to the right for the last time. Fantastic. All right, come up and roll the shoulders out, take a nice breath. We're going to do some figure fours. So, you're going to come to seated. Feet are going to be about just bigger than hip width apart from you. And what you're going to do is hands can come down by your side, and you're just going to bring your knees over to the right into a figure 4. And you can just stay here, stay nice and tall. And then we're going to come over to the other side, so switch your knees over to the left, nice and tall. We'll do one more to each side, and then we're going to advance that slightly. So 1 and 2. Nice work. We're going to come back over to the right. This time, if you can lean over that leg, only to wherever it's comfortable for you. So for me, I've got a bit of an injury at the moment in my back, as you guys mostly know. So I'm a bit limited in what I can do. This actually feels pretty good. And then we're going to walk back over to the left. Again, if you want to add in that lean, then feel free to do so. Nice work. Over to the right, and this time you may feel like you want to take it into that lean, or you may be able to bring your hips up and push them forwards, and then come down in a nice controlled motion. If you can use it without your hands, you can use your hands on the floor if you want, but if you want to challenge yourself with your mobility, hands come up in front of you. You're going to come into our figure 4, choose your choice of leaning, or if you want to take it a bit further, you're going to come up, push those hips forwards. Slowly and control, come back down, switch to the other side. It starts to feel really good. Come up. And for the last time, over to the left. And up. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do a little bit more hip work. We're going to go into some low lunges. So you're going to come into a low lunge with your right leg forward. So right ankle is going to be stacked underneath your right knee. Hands are going to come down to the inside of that foot. You can keep that knee on the ground, you can keep your toes tucked, that's totally fine. And we're just going to rock forwards a little bit and then come back. So controlling that movement. Keep your chest nice and proud. Do 2 more. 1 and 2. Good work. And now we're going to do just a little bit of thoracic mobility. So from there, you're going to keep your left hand planted on the floor, and you're going to bring that right hand up towards the ceiling. Nice and straight, just twisting there. Keep your lower body switched on. You want to keep your glutes nice and tight. And keep your core strong. Come back down. Switch sides and bring your left hand up. This is a bit more challenging. Switch sides, right arm up, and left arm. Nice work. Let's switch sides, so you can bring that left foot forward, hands come down to the ground, and we're going to do those little rocks. So 6 of these here. Keep that chest up. Last one. Nice work. Left arm is going to come up towards the ceiling. Keep those glutes switched on. And then right arm up. Switching sides. And left, down, right up. Beautiful work. All right, we're done with that. Now we're just going to do some last few bits. We're going to do some squats. So you're going to come into a really low squat position. So if this is not accessible, just grab yourself a couple of yoga blocks to sit on. Otherwise, a nice low squat. Put your elbows on the inside of your knees. I'm just going to sit here and just move about a little bit here, side to side. Beautiful work. Just a little bit more of our twisting thoracic work. We're going to take our left hand up towards the ceiling. And switch sides. And left again. And then right. Nice work. Okay, last movement we're going to do squat-wise is a little bit more challenging. And actually, to be honest with you, I haven't done this in a really long time, so we'll see even if I can do it. So you're going to be up on your toes in that squat to start with. From there, you're going to nice and slowly, you can have your hands on your knees if you want, slowly bring your knees down towards the ground, and then you're going to grab your heels, push your hips forward to wherever is comfortable for you. So if you can only get to here, even if you can only get to here, that's fine. We're going to push forwards, chest towards the ceiling, and then you're going to sit back on your heels. At the same time, you're going to push back, come into that squat, hands come forwards. Control it, and then we're going to come back forwards, nice and slowly, knees come down towards the ground, push up, come down, back onto those heels. So yeah, just a little bit of a wobble there, just catch yourself and push yourself back. So it's always going to be a learning process. You're going to get better and better at doing these sort of things. But honestly, it doesn't matter how many times you do it, there's always going to be times where you fall. And that is okay. Let's do 2 more of these. Remember, it's all about control and strength. So just make it a movement that you can control to the best of your ability. Nice work. Last one. Fantastic. Nice, quick, easy mobility routine for the full body. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow we're going to have a mobility challenge. So there'll be a few different movements for you to try, and you can see how your mobility is and then work on starting to improve it as well. Have a fantastic day, guys, and I will see you then.